Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the Vault. Trust Christian Own Nothing, Control Everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. You are now tuned into the Vault, episode 544. Beneficiary, also known as Trustee Problems. Definitely excited and thankful that we can definitely do this episode today. It's going to be a pretty exciting episode. This is one of those hot topics right now going on in the public where people want to know about the Corporate Transparency Act. They want to know about the beneficiary, what is that? Beneficiary Disclosure Information, Act and things of that nature where people are having to disclose and share information. And so this is an episode really targeted once again at the trustees. Definitely appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listen to replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listening to replay. We got New York typing into the chat that they're tuning in live, and always appreciate New York for tuning in live and as well listening to replay. So always appreciate you, New York, for tuning in live, listening to replay, and everybody else wherever you're from. So let's go into this whole beneficiary, also known as trustees. This is one of those things people come to us all the time, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of times, not even all the times, just a lot of the times they come and a lot of people maybe say they want to be in a position of trusteeship. So they come through, they're looking to be trustees and over their family estate. The only thing is they also add that they want to be the beneficiaries. We had someone contact us the other day and say, "Hey, I want to be the beneficiary." And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking to go private, you're not going to be the beneficiary. So when we talk about private trustee training at the vault, when people reach out to the vault, they're looking for private. They're not looking for exposed or compromising positions. So we're going to do our best to go through as much as we can with you all on this episode about the beneficiary and how there's no advantage by being a beneficiary. Some people would say, well, even as the beneficiary, you could challenge the trustee and what they have to do to manage it. But just remember, if you're the beneficiary, whenever you receive something, you're liable for it now. So that's the question. Who is the beneficiary? Are you going to put a direct human in the position of that position? Are you going to put your child in that direct position? Who are you going to put in that direct position of the beneficiary? Because if you're the direct beneficiary, let's go back to what is that? Trustee and beneficiary. And are you the sole trustee and sole beneficiary together? These are questions and conversations that we will have that are easily going to make us have to sit here and assess where we're coming from, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, I want to be the beneficiary of my family estate. I want my children to be the beneficiary. So they're not trustees. Those are two different positions. One is a beneficiary, the other one's working, quote unquote, indirectly for the beneficiary's benefit. Then you got people say, oh, I'm trying to control my name and I'm trying to be the grantor of my name. I'm the beneficiary of my name. But who's the trustee? Oh, I'm everything. Exactly. Sounds like an alter ego. You guys can look up these terms. You look alter ego. You can look up sham. This is how people they lose because they didn't have the clear substance. What's the substance? Are you a beneficiary? What's the substance? Are you the trustee? The substance is the minutes. What you doing? Oh, I'm a beneficiary. I want to be the beneficiary of my family estate. Oh, really? So you want to be the beneficiary of your family estate? Well, it's my family estate. So you're the beneficiary of your family estate. Let's say that again. So y'all can hear when you listen to the vote, you can hear how they ask the question. They say, "My trust, I'm going to be the beneficiary of my trust. I'm going to be the grantor of my trust. I'm going to be the trustee of my trust, and I'm going to be the beneficiary of my trust." This is the conversation that they reach out to the vault. We address it. We help them with those challenges. For sure. You're everything. How you everything? Who wrote the contract? Some lawyer? Some website? Who wrote it? Who wrote the contract? For the benefit of the beneficiaries. Were you the grantor and the trustee and now you're the beneficiary too? Or was it a situation where you were the grantor and you're not the trustee and you're just the beneficiary? Some people say, oh, trust Christian Vault. I got to live in trust. Trust Christian Vault. I got to live in trust. Here we go. Let's go look up the definition of a living trust. This is not hard because if you are in a living trust, we know the advantages and disadvantages of a living trust. It's okay to say, I don't know. It's not the most. Florida revocable living trust allow residents to provide heirs with flexible way of having through expensing some time-consuming probate process. Okay, fine. If you're going through a living trust for probate costs, fine. A living trust is a legal arrangement established by an individual to grantor during a lifetime to protect their assets and direct their distribution after the grantor's death. Okay. It's planning on a state of merit beneficiaries, complex sometimes probate process. The living trust takes the form of a legal document. Uh, think about it. So when you go in front of your lawyers, right? Y'all can go search the internet. They say when you go in front of your lawyers or whoever's drafting these contracts, and you say, I will do a living trust, right? They say, yeah, yeah, yeah. They'll say, is it revocable or irrevocable? And when you read over the internet, it says that determines the tax treatment of it. That alone. Is it revocable or irrevocable? Are you the beneficiary or are you not? I mean, it's that simple. Individuals may prefer to live in trust because it can bypass the probate process. We're not promoting the live in trust, just to be very clear on this episode. This is not legal advice or financial advice. And so, what can it do for me? What can it do for you? What are you doing for it? Are you the grantor or are you the trustee? That's the question. Are you the grantor or are you the trustee? Somebody said in the chat here, trustee and beneficiary. Doesn't that cancel or invalidate the position? Not at all. Can't be both. Whether people know it or not, it's just a position. Liability chases title. So what title does the trustee have? Trustee, they're the manager. Beneficiary has beneficial owner. They're the beneficial owner. That's why they have this whole law, this whole act that's been put out there. Let's look it up. The B and O, or whatever it is, the B and I. Like it's just whole situation going on over the internet about, uh, you know, just this whole B and I thing, or what is it? Beneficiary ownership, BOI. Beneficial owner information reporting. Beneficial owner information. So who's the beneficial owner, ladies and gentlemen? Are you the beneficial owner or are you the trustee? These guys selling tickets over the internet for sure. Definitely. Oh man, we're gonna sell this, sell that. Okay. So is the person the beneficiary? Do the people know why they may or may not want to be the beneficiary? Maybe they don't want to put their kids in the position of beneficiary position. Why would you do that? All you gotta do is follow the advice of the elite. What does the elite say? I'm not gonna give the money to my children directly. That's what they say. I'm not gonna give the money to my children directly. So they're not the beneficiaries. They might be trustees, they might be successor trustees, but they're not beneficiaries. That's what it is. Are you the beneficial owner or are you the trustee? So-called your trust. Oh, it's my trust. So if you own the trust, are you the beneficial interest owner? What is this? If you're the owner of the trust, because that's how people speak. Oh, and they reach out to the vault all the time. Oh, I got a trust. So if you own a trust, are you the beneficial owner? Are you the beneficiary? That's the difference. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, the email is Christian at trustchristian.com. Feel free to reach out to us again for trustee training. This is what we go over in the training, making sure people are up to date, up to speed about the beneficial owner. What is this? Beneficial owner information reporting. And that's not hard. That's just something you can read over on your own for sure. At the same time, beneficiaries have no control traditionally. And what happens when you're in a position where they don't have control? You're in an even more advantaged position. If you're just the trustee, that's like us doing an episode saying you can't be the grantor and the trustee. I mean, yeah, grantor and trustee, you can be that. That's more of a living. That's public. People reach out to the vault because it's private. We look forward to hearing from you. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, it's Christian at trustchristian.com. It's simple, ladies and gentlemen. Are you the beneficial owner that's going to have to do reporting? Or are you the trustee? Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody tuning in live, listening to replay. Feel free to reach out, Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. Peace and joy.